Hey guys, so today was the day I went and did a thing. Check out my new ink. It's Inside of You, Michael Rosenbaum's podcast. The inside is written in blue, and of you is in black, like right underneath on the top of my wrist. I'm not gonna lie, I cried when James gave it to me, not because it hurt, but because of what this means to me. Told you guys before what this podcast has done for me and how it helps with my mental health and shows us that everybody struggles no matter who you are, your wealth, your fame, none of that. It just is what it is. For me, some of them are super funny and go, a little deep. Some of them are really, really deep and take you into trauma and things. And by listening to that, that's helped me work through some of my trauma. And I've gotten a therapist and I'm working through it with my therapist. And Zach Levi has been a major one for me, helping me through. And Bobby Lee, what they both, experiences they shared as children also happened to me. And Stephen Amell, just the power of him and him having his panic attack on his second episode, but coming back to finish and facing where he had his panic attack. And just being strong and showing that we all are flawed. And I just love that. And the podcast has pulled me out of some dark places. And, it's always darkest before the dawn. And sometimes life just sucks and is shitty, but it's not always going to be that way. And so I got this tattooed on my arm because anytime I'm feeling sad, alone, depressed, any of those things, I can reach down and touch it and just rub it and remember life does get better. This is just a moment that is dark right now, but life will move on and we'll get better. And this is with me forever because people are like, oh, you just love the podcast because it's Michael and he was Lex Luthor. Yes, that is how I found the podcast, because Michael was Lex Luthor. He was one of my friends when I was a child and I had none. He and Tom, he and Clark, Clark Kent and Lex Luthor were my friends for 10 years. And they mean a lot to me. And, I started rewatching the show because it has description. And I'm like, oh, let me see what these guys are up to. And I saw that Michael had a podcast. I'm like 5 years behind, but I'm catching up. I'm like episode 115 now. But that's why I started listening to it. But it's not the reason I kept listening to it. Him just opening up and being him and being his authentic self and having guests come on and be their authentic selves and show that we are all fucked up is why I stay. And it helped me start to unpack my own issues and get me help and get me my therapist who works with me to be my authentic true self and who I am. And there's no way to say thank you to that. And so to just keep those thoughts close, the life gets, I got this tattoo and my therapist, she agrees, like, tattoos are therapy, they are healing. Because I told her the story all behind all, I have 4 now. And so I told her the story behind all of them. And she's like, yeah, for you, that is therapy. And that's what this is for me. So I got this today. And I love it so much. James does an amazing job. I can't wait to go back. We've talked about 5 more tattoos that I'm getting, like more Harry Potter. Jack and Sally on each calf once I get my skin removal surgery. My Smallville tat I'm getting on my ribs with CK and LL. I'm going to get a dinosaur tattoo on the back of my neck from Jurassic Park. I mean, hello, I'm wearing the shirt today, which, by the way, I now fit in. I'm going to get a T-Rex, like the emblem, the T-Rex skull on a bed of grass with opened dino eggs. And I have a lizard on my back already. We're going to incorporate into it. And it's going to say, life always finds a way. Because it does. It's my favorite line from that movie. I want to get Thing from Wednesday climbing up my back. Like, there's tons of stuff I want to get. And we were just spitballing and talking and just chatting, like going to see James is my therapy. Yes, he's giving my Ink Witches therapy, but just our conversations are amazing. By the way, congratulations, bud. He's getting married in a couple weeks in California. Him and his beautiful bride to be. He told me that today. So I'm happy for him, because he's a cool dude who's just as nerdy as me, loves the same stuff as me. His artwork's amazing. That's why I go back to him, because I trust him. And he put the stencil on my arm today, and he's like, oh, that looks good. Can you see it? Do you want to check it? And I mean, I couldn't see the outline. I can see the ink now because it's colored in, but I couldn't see that. I was like, no, man, I trust you. He's like, I would never lead you astray. He's like, I would tell you if it's shitty. He's like, I would not give you shitty work. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate that. That's why I go back to him, because he's phenomenal. But yeah, so I did a thing, got that. I'm excited. I'm planning on going to Salt Lake City Comic-Con in September to meet Michael, Tom, and Kristen from Smallville. And I can't wait. I'm going to go meet my heroes. And I'm super excited. I'm also going to DenverCon in June, or late June, early July. And I'm going to go meet Stephen and Mel. Now, if Zach Levi was there, like, I would have all my people in one year, like, just be so thankful and just say thank you to them. But yeah, that's my update for today, guys. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Drink your water, do your meditation, just take time to think, experience your day, live in the moment. If you're having any feelings, that's okay. They're normal. If you need somebody to talk to, someone to listen to, I'm here. If you need help finding a professional to listen to, I will absolutely help you. If you're having the scary dark thoughts, remember it's 988 is the hotline for help. So I love all you guys, and I will talk to you later.